J.O. on the beat. I'm James.
I'm Marcellus.
And Issa Kickback. We're going to set the vibe real quick.
Right.
It's a quote from It's the Little Things on Instagram, Facebook. Make sure you like and follow her pages. The quote is, "Don't chase people, be yourself, do your own thing, and work hard. The right people, the ones who really belong in your life, will come to you and stay." That's facts.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's facts. That's facts for me because I've found my people who stay. And
True.
It's an amazing feeling.
True.
All right, let's just hop right into it then.
Let's do it.
So what are you currently listening to?
Right now I'm listening to MGK Took Us to My Downfall Deluxe Edition.
Heavy. You must really like that album.
It's a vibe, bro.
Yeah.
It's a vibe. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's a vibe. I think it's because it's just something different.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always listening to hip hop and rap. This is just left field, and I'm already an MGK fan, so it's just like right up my alley.
So all right, so you say it's something different. Do you not know? So do you not listen to rock or anything like that?
I do, like, all through, like, junior high and like, high school. I was a big fan of, like, Fall Out Boy and All Time Low and stuff like that. Well, as I got older, I couldn't really relate to it as much, since I just kind of strayed away. I don't know why.
So it feels good to...
I felt young again.
Yeah.
I just felt like, fuck yeah, dude. Like, I just felt like my inner rock and roll just come out of me.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I actually had like a kickback with Ant, and we were playing all the old music. We used to listen to old rock music.
Yeah.
He used to get into that screamo stuff. I never went that far.
No, that's next level.
Yeah, but I definitely get that. When I played the MGK album, I get what you're saying about you feel like. So that's dope. What else are you playing?
I'm listening to a lot of old Cameron.
Yeah, that is old.
Old Cameron. and the reason why is because of MGK.
Really?
See how like people were like trying to sit on him because he wore all pink and stuff like that? I was thinking to myself, do people not remember Cameron had a whole outfit with the reins?
Yeah.
That was pink?
Yeah.
Like, is it me? Am I old? Like, I don't understand. Like,
low key, bro. Low key.
Hey, facts, bro. I was just like, why you guys hate on him when Cameron did the exact same thing?
Yeah.
And harder, because it's a whole car.
Yeah.
MGK just one outfit. You know what I mean? So it's like...
To an award show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not even nothing major.
To be amazed.
Yeah.
Which is a rock and roll station anyway, so it's like, whatever.
Yeah. They need to leave that man alone. It's MGK too. He's always pushed the bar.
Yeah, he's always been on the edge of what he wants to do.
Yeah.
The album's fire though.
Yeah, I ain't mad at him.
For sure. What about you?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm listening to Wale's album that he dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite track is that Sue Me. I play Sue Me almost every day. Sue
Me, I vote for everybody black.
Yeah, Sue Me, I'm rooting for everybody that's black. That's my shit. That's my shit. It took I play that song so much because it took me so long to love myself.
Ooh. Yeah. Get to it.
Yeah, it took me so long to love myself, my skin. It took me meeting people older than me, like a lot of my black friends that aren't from here.
Yeah.
Or just they're from school, so they're higher educated, and they put me on game, bro. They really did, and it's just, growing up, they don't tell you about the black people that are successful.
Never.
Yeah.
Unless you're a rapper or a wall player.
Yeah, and that's assumed that's why I tell people, we work with this taller guy at work, and he's like, someone was like, I feel like he should be playing pro sports, and I was like, don't say that shit to his face. That's offensive.
Yeah.
You're saying he's only good to entertain you. Like, no, don't say that shit, because he's working the same job you are, better. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, but it took me so long to love my skin and appreciate myself, and it took me meeting those guys and learning that, holy shit, there's a whole new world. Like, there's black people that are highly educated. Like, of course you see the black doctors and stuff every once in a while, but you don't see them. They're not put in front of our face.
Yeah, it's not right there.
Yeah, the only people we really see are the athletes. And there's nothing wrong with black athletes, but if you're not an athlete, I don't want to feel like a failure.
Yeah.
So it took me meeting those people that have two master's degrees that are successful in their field of work. You know, they're successful in their weight training. They're successful in education. Like I said, I worked with him, but he was also the department head of the African American Studies.
This is awesome.
And I want to shout out to Alfonso Simpson, aka Doc.
AKA Doc?
Yeah, because he got his doctorates and he just ran with the nickname.
Word.
He inspires me. He put me on so much game, and you know, if I ever need something major, he's a text message away. He's a call away, and it's crazy because he knew me when I was a kid because my dad used to work on Wester's campus. So he knew me when I was like a shorty. He helped me get my first job when I moved to Macomb, and he opened the door for me to learn more about who I am. I took some of his classes, and so the black love that I have now is truly because of him, because before that I didn't have that.
Yeah.
I didn't have that for myself. I didn't have that for people around me, you know.
Yeah.
I loved my homies, me and my friends, but you know, the way we're raised in predominantly white areas, there's no.
Well, luckily for me, like my family always instilled that African roots that like we're black, like this is us.
Yeah.
Luckily for me, but I could tell like people around me growing up here, it's like, do you know who you are? Like,
yeah. Do you even know yourself?
Do you know, like, we're not from here. Like, we were brought here.
Yeah.
We didn't come here. They forced us. You know, that's a whole deep subject, but
it really is, because my history is I'm actually Sicilian.
Really?
Yeah, we're Sicilian. The county's name is Sicilian.
Really?
Yeah, and from my family history, my dad was like, he just kind of came over here and was fucking. So.
Turn up, bro.
So if you ever meet a Calmese, I am related to them.
Really?
Yeah, dead ass. My sister actually she went to ISU, she actually ran into someone with the last name of Calmese. They didn't really talk or anything. They had a class together, so, you know, they spoke and they're like, holy shit, I've never met a Calmese. But, yeah.
And I don't think I ever met a Weldon.
Yeah. But my dad was like, every single Calmese she related to. And at first I'm like, okay, so we've on the same fucking planet. He's like, no, we're from Sicily, so like we're Sicilian. Like, I was
that's good. Have you ever taken the ancestry test?
I don't, because of what goes into those. Because, you know, you like agree to like sell your data and information and a bunch of shit. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it's a lot. There was like a whole lawsuit against them and shit like that.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, but it's like you agree to that stuff, but you didn't read it, so how can you be? Yeah, I've never done that. Okay, so that's why I listen to Wale.
Yeah.
I listen to Rocky Fresh. I've been listening to Rocky Fresh more and more.
He's a dope artist.
Yeah, and I listen to him more and more because I'm doing something special for my birthday with Rocky Fresh, and he's one of the artists I have locked in for 2021. But not only that, like, when I first think of Rocky Fresh, I think back of what really connected me with my friends in college, with some of them in college, was his music.
Yeah.
You know, so I have those good memories with that, and now it's like, now he's dropping music more often. Now I have my platform and I can help. Yeah. It might not be much, but I can help.
You're spreading the word.
Yeah, and so, but yeah, so Rocky Fresh, I'm listening to everything Rocky Fresh. I have his old projects in rotation. I have his new projects in rotation.
His new ones.
Yeah, and I really like when he links up with Casey Veggies.
Yes.
They just dropped Fresh Veggies too.
Yeah.
This past summer.
The whole mixtape's hard.
Yeah.
It's clear.
So I'm really fucking with Rocky. And I also been on this lo-fi tip. Like, not only did Conrad Pax kind of mix in hip hop and lo-fi, but it's good for working, it's good for thinking, it's great for meditating.
Yeah. Like,
I meditate in silence, but like if there's something going on and I find myself not being able to focus, like, I'll play that in the background.
Okay.
Or like when I'm editing clips like this, I'll play lo-fi. Or when I need to sleep, I'll play lo-fi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's great for everything. And there's this Instagram, it's called Tape Deck Collective, and they post unknown artists that make lo-fi music. So I'm very in tune with them. I reached out to them. They even shared some for Conrad Pax, and it was dope. So it's like it's love there.
Yeah.
And then I'm listening to some TDE. I still have Sir's Chasing Summer. R&B is fire. If you have not heard that project,
I only heard a few songs.
Bro? You need to play that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I heard it.
Let me get deep. Yes. Like you need to play that.
I heard it's fire. I haven't taken the time.
It's fire. They have he has a song where it's Hank Hill. All right. King of the Hill.
Yeah.
The Indian. What is his name? I can't think of his name. All right. So he has a song, and you know the Indian is actually Joseph's dad.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. He has a song, and it's like alone. Why am I alone? And it's about him like being with someone that's in a relationship and not being chosen. And it's just, bro, it's so good. I bring that up because the video is like what inspired my original album cover idea. Because the video is him and that characterization of King of the Hill. Yeah,
okay,
the album is dope. I definitely recommend it because it speaks on a little bit of everything. It's in my R&B playlist. Some tracks are they'll never be taken out because it's so good, bro. It's so good.
I feel that.
And then I'm listening to Reason. He has a song Situations, and it's so fire, bro.
Yeah.
That's also in my R&B playlist.
That's it. That song's fire.
You know? Okay, you know.
I heard that one.
You know.
Because I was listening to the playlist. I did hear that one.
Yeah, that's my shit. I'm sorry, I just kind of went on a rant, but
no, you good.
what are you playing? Are you playing anything else right now?
No, that's about it. As of lately, I mean,
just
random stuff on my playlist here and there.
I feel that. I definitely feel that. All right, so let's move on. NBA playoffs are going down. Before we get into the playoff talk, who's your favorite team and who's your favorite player and why?
LeBron. And because he's LeBron.
All right.
I don't need to say anything else.
Yeah.
And a little known fact: the year LeBron got drafted, I lived in Akron, Ohio.
Whoa!
So I was kind of like a part of that, like.
You got to experience the city.
Yeah, I was there. I mean, of course, as a kid, I was in the streets with it.
Yeah. I mean, you felt the energy, like.
Yeah, I felt the energy in the air. It was awesome, and he's just been killing it. He's always been my favorite player ever since then. I mean, I had to when he came out the league, I had to Cleveland Cavaliers jersey. I had the LeBron ones with the strap, light blue. I don't know, bro.
Oh yeah, you was out. Okay, all right.
Bro.
Then I won't say nothing about your LeBron obsession.
Hey, bro.
I would probably say my favorite team is Chicago, the Bulls.
I'm sorry.
I know. We're gonna get back there though.
I hope so.
We're gonna get back there.
I hope so.
My favorite player, I've always been a point guard guy.
Yeah.
My favorite player that's currently playing is Derrick Rose still.
Still?
Yeah. Oh, he's been my favorite player since the rookie season.
Well, I'm saying like even now.
Even now, yeah.
You think he's better now? I do.
I think he's just developed a jump shot. I think he's better because his IQ for basketball is shot up.
Yeah.
Which you got to respect. And he can shoot now. It's not just... Yeah. So he's really a threat all around, I feel like. Because before he wasn't really a good shooter. And that's why his injuries,
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, so that's... And I wish he would come back to the Bulls. I wish Jimmy would come back to the Bulls. I wish our front office didn't just fucking butcher our team, but
That's never gonna happen.
Yeah, I know. It is what they're trying to get rid of Zach LaVine right now. Like, why?
I think he wanted out.
It wouldn't surprise me, but they got that new coach, so I don't know what the narrative is now.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So let's get back to the playoffs. Who deserves the final MVP?
AD. I'm going to be 100. AD.
After all that LeBron talk.
It's still LeBron. It's still LeBron, but AD deserves the MVP. Yeah.
Okay. Because of his stats, or
that, and this is first year with the Lakers, and he's been killing it.
Yeah.
Like the whole season.
I agree. He's definitely been a factor.
Yeah.
In there. Okay.
Of course, with LeBron's help, let's not forget. But AD deserves the MVP.
Okay, so I guess regardless of who wins, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Can't forget about our bet. The 10 push-ups.
Yeah.
But clip coming soon because we gonna get them.
We'll see.
Okay. Who's one player that you think is going to the Hall of Fame? besides LeBron.
Going to the Hall of Fame, for sure, I'll have to say Anthony Davis. It's still early for him. I'll have to say Lou Williams.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a left foot.
Yeah. If you think of his career overall, I don't see why not.
No, I agree. He's 6 man of the, like 3 times 6 man of the year. Not, bro? And you can count on him, bro.
And he's always delivered every time.
Yeah. And for someone to prefer to come off the bench and still do the... All right, I can see it. I can see it.
And that's just my opinion. No. And I hope that it will happen because that would be awesome.
Yeah, I think he deserves it too.
Yeah.
Given that, like, people like Jamal... No offense, not slandering Jamal Crawford, but if he's going to make it to the Hall of Fame, which I think he will, Lou Williams deserves to be in the Hall of Fame as well.
Yes.
So I agree. I would say my sleeper... Wow, who would I say my sleeper is? Because I was just going to name a big all-star, but you kind of...
Well, I feel like that's just too easy. So I just
you're right. It is too
player,
easy.
You know?
It is too easy. I'm going to say Jimmy G. Buckets.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, he got the finals.
I think Jimmy goes to the Hall of Fame.
Only reason why I think that would hurt against him is that he traveled around a lot. Like the teams.
That makes sense. That's not his fault, though.
I'm not saying it was, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, he did.
The people that's going to look at his stat sheet and go, oh, damn, he went to that many teams.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, if we keep if we're not in the locker rooms, so I say locker room talk, but we're not in the locker rooms, but, you know, Philly didn't want to step up. Timberwolves didn't want to step up.
Timberwolves was trash anyway.
Yeah, I know. They didn't want it. He wanted them to be great.
Did he beat them with the center string?
Yeah, in practice.
Yeah. That's
yeah, that's fucking sad. You got Cat in your starting lineup, and the second string is
and Wiggins, right? Cat and Wiggins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So but that's Jimmy G. Buckets. I think that's my sleeper pick for Hall of Fame.
I feel that.
All right. So the big name for 2019-2020 season was Zion Williams.
Yeah.
Zion, do you think the pressure of comparison, so him to LeBron,
right,
is greater than LeBron to MJ? Or how do you feel about even that comparison in general?
I think it's a fair comparison because LeBron is great, MJ is great, they're both GOATs, and he's projected to be the next GOAT. Whatever.
Yeah.
So I can see why, but it's not touching LeBron and MJ.
I can agree. I know people are worried about his weight and stuff. I think he gets it under control. It's his first season, you know, and it's a weird season. And come on, you're telling me a kid right out of college, making millions, is not gonna splurge a little bit, like eat unhealthy and not get it. And you got to think about the vets on his team. What vets on his team really are gonna give it? I guess he has Drew Holiday, but it's
JJ Redick.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, that too. And JJ Redick is a playoff chaser. So, but that's all I can really say. He has a title with the Mavs, right? That's it.
Does he?
I don't know for sure. But anyway, but you're telling me I had all this hype built around me, and you don't, and then I get half the season off. Oh yeah, I'm fucking diet. Fuck all that. You know, this is my You know, I just did the college thing, the class. I did the high school thing, class. Now I just have to play basketball. I can play basketball. But now it's those other factors that he might not have taken into account.
He's a professional now.
Yeah, it's a meal plan. It's the workouts and stuff like that, you know. Yeah. And then he's an all-star, and he's the most watched rookie. So it's like now
he's sex, by the way.
I agree, because R.J. Barrett didn't get that attention
at all.
Yeah.
And he did it.
Did he have a good season?
I don't know. I'm just trying to hype him up.
Yeah, because no one was worried about him. He's on the fucking Knicks.
I'm just trying to hype him up.
You know, the person we'd have to speak to is JT, because he's on the Knicks. And nobody's checking for the Knicks. Not for a while. We won't be. So
it's a trash, but it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't going to say it. We all knew, though.
Facts.
But yeah, so I think the pressure of comparison is real. I think he's up for the challenge, though. I hope so.
And I think he has the potential to be that.
Yeah.
But he has to want it. He has to want to do that.
Yeah. I think the adjustment period, I think we just got to give him a little leeway because he was an 18-year-old kid. Now he's making millions. Now he has he had the spotlight on him, but now he really has it on him. He's being invited to premieres and, special events, and it's like, well, I got the year off, so why not?
Yeah. And did he get $90 million or something like that from Nike?
Oh, I didn't even think about his Nike contract. It's probably something insane. But he's, his high school career really set him up to be great. So I hope he lives up to that in the NBA. All right. Our last topic for today, we want to speak on fatherhood and the challenges of that as Black men.
Yes.
The whole episode we kind of kept it light, and we want to finish up with something kind of heavy. Being a Black father, we deal with a lot. There's a lot of negative notions that comes with that. And there's a lot of things that come if we're not present in our kids' lives, no matter the reason. It might not be our fault, but there's this notion that we don't care or we're bad parents already. That stigma.
Before you have a child.
Yeah. So let's just start from the beginning. When you found out you were going to be a dad, how did you take that news?
I was very scared, but at the same time, excited. How you get butterflies in your stomach? Oh snap, this is happening, right?
Yeah.
And the first 24 hours, I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I'm gonna be a dad. Woohoo.
Yeah.
The next day, I fucking cried. I stayed up after my wife went to sleep. I stayed up, just crying to myself for hours, freaking out. What am I gonna do? I gotta make more money. I gotta do more things. My mind is just racing 100 miles per hour, and I don't know what to expect because my father wasn't around. It's just how am I gonna be a dad if I didn't have a dad? It's that doesn't work.
Yeah.
It was very scary after the 24 hours.
I mean, it sounds like you handled it better than I did. When I got told the news, I got told through a text message.
Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, the situation, it's very sensitive. It's nerve-wracking. You take this girl who has a good job. She's just working. And you take this kid that's in school trying to get education, better herself. And all he knows is work and party and hang out with you,
Yeah.
So how do you really approach that? So when she told me, I did not handle it well at all. No, not at all. I freaked out. I was not as supportive as I probably should have been. At first.
Lesson learned.
Yeah, I mean, and I say that it was maybe a couple text messages where it was holy shit, what the fuck, what do you think we're going to do? What should we do about this?
Yeah.
And then it took me to realize, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it.
Yeah.
But I was terrified, dude. I was not ready to be a father.
Neither was I.
So
I'm not saying that a bad thing. It's just I wasn't ready.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean I'm glad I am. I have a beautiful 2-year-old and you have beautiful kids, man.
Yeah.
So I mean we're doing something right because they're happy and healthy and they smile and they laugh and they run around and they play. So we're doing something right.
And they're bad as fuck.
What are some of the best moments you've had as being a father?
Just see them smile, man. That's it, bro.
Yeah.
Just see them smile. It could be the littlest thing, you tickling them and they just start laughing.
Yeah.
Uncontrollably. It's just a beautiful thing, and I can cry thinking about it.
Yeah. Nah, bro. Yeah, bro.
It's just so beautiful.
Because everything just pops in my head,
I did that, and my daughter, she was just like me. She's oh man, this is me right here. Look at me, It's look at me,
That's awesome. I feel the same way. Yeah. It's just when they're small, and it is the simplest things. It could be you gave them juice without without them even knowing you were getting them juice. They're like, oh my god, I don't know.
See, we just call me something.
Yeah.
We actually yeah. I feel that, bro.
And they appreciate the little things.
And I continue this journey being a father. You don't have to do all this crazy stuff for them. You don't have to buy a big old toy or
yes, bro. And I think that's the biggest catch because people will tell you it's super expensive. It's only super expensive because it's an expense you didn't have.
Yeah.
You didn't have diapers. You didn't have formula. I mean, formula they be taxing.
Well.
But you didn't have that in your budget at the time. But you adjust. Maybe you don't buy that 12-pack. For the weekend, or maybe you make that 12-pack last the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Or 12-pack, 24-pack. Maybe it lasts the whole weekend instead of a night, and you share it, and it's just different.
You just bring down your other priorities and make this the main priority.
Yeah, because they scare you with it's expensive, but it's really not. You just have to budget better.
Yeah.
And it's like, what were you really spending that money on anyway? And it's like, when you think about it, you're just blowing it on stupid shit anyway.
Food, liquor.
Yeah, going out to eat and stuff like that. So, what's one of the worst moments you've had being a father?
Jesus Christ. Well, my daughter has trichotillomania syndrome, like I do. So
okay.
We as in her and me and her mother have a lot of scary moments sometimes. Like hospital trips at like 3 in the morning, like we don't know what to do, so we just had to get in the car and just go. The second day after she was born, we were in the hospital and she's like stopped breathing.
Oh shit.
Just I don't know, like just stopped breathing. And it's like, what the fuck? We're just yelling for the nurse. The nurse is doing what they had to do. She starts breathing again. Thank God. But it's like, oh my God, like, did I fuck up already? It's like,
yeah.
This is the second day. I already messed up. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
It freaked me out.
That has to be a lot of pressure. Or it had to be a lot of pressure because I feel you.
Well, I was shaking. So I didn't want to hold her after that. Like, I just felt scared. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
It was scary. That's kind of like the scariest moment I ever had.
Yeah. I probably would have been petrified. That's crazy. But you made it. She's good. She's happy. She's healthy. She smiles. Love seeing the snap because she be vibing.
Yeah,
her and Moses, they be vibing.
She be vibing, bro.
And that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, man. What about you?
My worst moment as a father is when I almost didn't choose her. I was given an ultimatum: school or do the family thing.
Yeah.
Given I was still not educated on what happens to the female in regards to hormones and stuff like that.
Correct. Right.
During pregnancy, after the pregnancy, and stuff like that.
It's wild.
Yeah, I almost chose to go to school and not be here early on. And people were like, we wouldn't have faulted you for finishing your education. Because I have 21 credits left, And I plan on going back, but I've been saying I plan on going back since she was born. You know what I'm saying? I've attempted twice, but being a dad and working full time and then going to school an hour away is hard.
It's not easy,
Yeah, so my worst moment was probably when I almost didn't choose to be one.
Yeah.
And it's not like after I finished, I don't know if her mom would have let me come back in her life or not. I don't know how that would have gone.
Yeah.
But that at the time, that was a risk I was willing to take. And to me that hurts me because I don't want to hurt her.
Yeah.
Because looking back, was it just my education that I was worried about, or was it the lifestyle? Was it the no responsibility? Yeah, was it the no, like, because all I had to do, I was working 2 jobs when she was born.
Yeah.
And going to school. That's all I had. That's it.
Yeah.
I had no responsibilities. I'm saving money. Not really, because I got student loans, but I'm working 2 jobs. Bills are paid, so money's getting put away. Like.
Right.
So it's like you're gonna tell me I'm about to be a dad, and I gotta just give up everything I've been working for
so long.
Yeah, and it's like because college ain't been easy, so it was like I don't think so. And then it was like, hold the fuck up, like let me.
Relax.
Yeah. Take a beat,
Yeah.
And so I moved here. I'm glad I made the decision I did. It hasn't been hard because I am so close to a degree, and that degree has the potential to kind of change my salary to where my dreams can come to me sooner than later. But I'm lucky right now. I have a good paying job. My family's taken care of, and I still can work on my craft without feeling like anybody's interfering or feeling like I'm not going as hard as I want, because I go as hard as I want and I'm still a good ass dad, so that's probably my worst.
Even though she doesn't like me, she's cool.
Man, she's like that with everyone. except my family. She's really good around like my brother and sister.
Yeah.
She loves her Uncle Jack. Loves him. She talks about him. If I see her, she'll be like, "That's Jack."
Yeah.
You know, and Jack's my youngest brother, and she'll be like, "That's Jack." And there's weekends where I literally have to go pick Jack up because she wants me to pick him up.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, and even then, she'll be like, "Let's go get Jack." We'll get him, and she won't speak like on the car ride back, and it'll take like an hour or two, and then she'll be running around playing with them. Yeah. So, you know, she's like that with everyone. And we're working on that too. We just got to find a different route because with COVID going on, we didn't put her back in daycare now that we can really afford daycare without tight budgeting. We didn't do that, so now she's really around us. Yeah, so it's just moving on, what's one thing you would like to instill in your child? What's one thing, if you were here today, gone tomorrow, that you would want her to take from your presence in her life?
For my daughter, I would want her to know that she's beautiful in every way. You know, believe in herself, believe in that she can do anything. You know, don't let this world belittle you. You can do anything in this world. You have the power to do whatever you want. And I hope that she learns that from me. And I'm sure she will, you know.
Yeah, because you do whatever the fuck you want, and you've done some dope shit.
You know me.
Yeah, well, definitely know the vibes.
Yeah. you know. But that's definitely one thing that I heard me and her mother continue to do every day. Like, hey, you're beautiful. You're the best. You're a rock star. You can do whatever. You know, like, we want to do that as she gets older. As for my son, he's a different story. I would just tell him, man, just keep doing what you're doing, man. He's just full of energy, full of life. He's a ladies' man, and he's only one.
Talk about keep doing what you're doing.
Keep doing what you're doing, bro. Like, I love it, man. He has my personality.
Yeah.
And I can tell already, like, he's gonna be better than me.
Yeah, and that's what you want.
Yeah, and I love that. So
that's awesome.
That's what I want. That's what I hope.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's really great, man.
Thanks, man. What about you?
Similar. I just want my daughter to have the courage to, if she dreams of something, to go and get it. You know,
yes.
Not a shot at her mom, but her mom is okay with certain things that where I would like to go above and beyond. You know, I'm very against working for someone else, making them richer and living check to check, or not even check to check, but it's like living to where I have to work. Like, I can't miss a day of work.
Yeah.
You know, I want her to, if she dreams of something, whether it be singing, whether it be cheering, whether, you know, you go after it. You know, I wanted, and it took me a long time to get to a point where I need to go after it, you know. But
same, bro.
Yeah, so I really want her to just be able to go after it, and people are gonna judge you no matter what.
Yes.
Fuck them. Go accomplish. I guess these questions are kind of out of order, but what were like your expectations before birth, and are they matching up to what you're actually facing?
Expectations before birth. I knew I was gonna like not sleep as much. They would say, "Oh, you don't go to sleep once the baby's born," which is true. But it's like, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. And even raising a child, like, if you love your child and you want to be in your child's life, it'll be alright.
Yeah, like, losing a couple hours of sleep ain't that bad.
And not even just that, other people like to put this notion on you that, like, having a child is just so bad. Like, you're not ready, or, you know, things like that, and trying to discourage you.
Yeah.
And it's not that. Like, if you love someone that much, and you create a life with someone, you're gonna do whatever it takes to make sure that child is okay. You know, you're gonna do what you need to do. If it means losing a couple hours of sleep, whatever. If it means staying up late just to make sure you're doing okay, whatever. You know.
Yeah. Putting your education on the back burner to make sure.
Whatever, bro. Yeah. You gotta do it all.
Yeah.
For your child. So I think that's why I was scared of those expectations, but it's not the way it is now.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Yeah. I guess the same. I mean, I don't want like 16-year-olds to hear this and be like, I can have kids like
no.
But you know, wear rubber. But I just
safe sex is great sex.
You better wear a latex.
Because you don't want to get that on latex.
That I think I'm latex. Oh shit! But it's like people will tell you you're not ready, but no one's ever really ready. I've spoken to other parents who have planned for children and they still weren't ready. You know, so it's no one's ever really ready. All you can do is step up to the plate. Yeah. You know, and I pat myself on the back for that all the time, but sometimes I'm like, maybe it's not deserving of a pat on the back, but to me it is, because I put everything aside to be a father, to be here. You know, I'm working a job I don't really like to make money to support a family that I don't always feel appreciated from. So it's a lot to it. But my expectations before birth was my life is over. I'll keep it up. I keep it up. Yeah. So my life is over. I'm not gonna be able to do anything, and I'm doing everything and more. Facts. You know, instead of sitting on the couch or playing a video game, you know, I'm taking my daughter to the zoo in St. Louis. You know, and we're doing that as a family. I get to take my little brother, like me, Blake, my brother, and Naomi will go to the zoo. Yeah. Instead of us just playing video games, and that's awesome to me. Right. Because had I not had my daughter, do you want to go to the zoo? Not really. Right. Cool. We're not going to the zoo. Yeah. But the zoo is free. All you gotta do is pay for gas and food. You know. Yeah. So I'm doing everything and more. You know, I've seen the zoo like 100 times, but every time it comes up, let's do it. Yeah. You know, I'll take every chance I can to just spend time with you guys.
Because you're creating special moments. Yeah. You'll never forget.
And it's like, at first I was like, why? She's not going to remember.
She will,
though. And I mean, now, and it's like, as she learns things and she learns the animals and stuff, it's the best feeling in the world to see her be like monkey, to be like lion, tiger. And last time we were there, Blake didn't even know this. My favorite animal is a zebra. Right. So I was like, yeah, that's favorite animal. What is that? And she's like, zebra? I was like, zebra. And that, my heart, man, you know? So it's...
Just wants you up.
Yeah, so they're exceeding my expectations because I'm doing everything I want and more. Do I want my degree? Yeah.
You want to get it.
Yeah, and I'm right now I'm doing what I love. You know, that's the music side of things.
Oh, yeah.
So the degree will come.
Yeah.
It's just not a priority. My family's priority, music's a priority, and I'm enjoying every moment of it. So
enjoy the ride.
Yeah. Well, that wraps up episode 3 of Issa Kickback.
Hey.
I'm James.
I'm Marcellus.
And this is a Kickback.
Peace.
Hey yo, it's Jay on the beat.